Hey everyone, don't let the fascists steal your joy in your one wild and precious life. Take some time out of your day to enjoy something you love, and let's do a crossword right now, right? Hey, it's Monday, or yeah, it is Monday. June 2nd, it's the second day of Pride Month, and I want to give a shout to the LGBTQ plus community, and say, it's tough time right now, as it's always been, and but now it seems extremely tough. But just today, so mourning the loss of Jonathan Joss and his senseless murder and hateful um, uh, circumstances surrounding that, and tweet from the FBI saying that they're going to start targeting gender affirming care. So not great start, right? But I am can I say, like, I'm proud, I'm proud that you're here. As cheesy as that sounds, but yeah, I'm glad you're here. It's tough, but I want to do my part in helping you um, realize the world that you want to live in. So, with that said, let's get started with a crossword. And I just want to say, I'm not the best at speaking about these things. I'm I don't have so a little bit about me is that um the arguments in my head make a lot more sense before I speak them. I think there's um I think I'm autistic. So I think there's a disconnect between the thoughts I have and the way that I'm able to verbalize them and express them. Yeah. So if if it feels clumsy at times, it is. I'm very cognizant of that, and I try to do my best to I find that the more I educate myself, then the better I am at speaking about those things. But they're just not. If I get into the working memory, then it's easier for me to speak on. And I'm working on that. So bear with me on that. So I hope you understand that my heart's in the right place. So apologies if that's me. I'm trying to be me as much as possible. I feel like YouTube kind of I always have in the back of my head that there's you can't talk about politics within the first 30 seconds or your things get squelched. And I'm I don't want to do that. I want to be myself. So, yeah. So let's do this crossword from the Lil AVCX. It's called Kitchen Confidential, which I think was the title of the Anthony Bourdain series. And I think it might be themed, actually. We'll read up on that in a second. It's by Carina da Rosa and edited by Sally Hoelscher. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I did study some German, so I'm thinking it's German pronunciation, but I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know how to pronounce it in either way. No, I try my best. Let's see about this puzzle. We're delighted to bring you the Lil AVCX debut of roster member Carina da Rosa, an 11 by 11 puzzle titled Kitchen Confidential. We'll let you in on a secret. We think you will find this to be an enjoyable, breezy solve. Carina da Rosa hails from Toronto, but is about to move to Italy. Tough life, she knows, right? Yeah. Well, if you're in the States, it's thinking about moving out of the United States, even, and my wife and I are trying to plan on moving to California, and trying to find as safe a place as possible during this time. I keep coming back. Don't let them steal your joy, you know? She's a freelance writer, editor, and newbie crossword constructor, and when she's not procrastinating on finishing her novel, she's designing knitwear and filling her Google search history with "Lead me, oh wise one, to the best and nearest carrot cake." Okay. Very nice. Carina says, "Yay for debuts. Thanks to Sally and the team for helping me polish this wee baby puzz. Let it be known that I don't condone gossiping. Also, let it be known that I'm a great secret keeper." Did I ever tell you about blank? Okay, so maybe there's something going on here. I don't know if this is themed or not. Usually if it's themed, it says so. I think it's going to be themeless. But let's give a go. I'm always, curious to see the cluing with the AVCX. I love the clues, and there's always there's usually I found that there's at least one or two very personalized, personal to the constructor, in the clues. So I enjoy that. Let's get started here with George Clooney had a pot-bellied one named Max. Well, a pig, pot-bellied pig, pot-bellied porcupine. No, I don't know. What else could it be? Pot-bellied. Don't know. Follow orders could be to obey, and puff out is don't know. Puff out is a question mark clue. Maybe it's talking about Puff Daddy. That would be relevant to the cultural zeitgeist right now. Yeah, I don't know. Puff out, indict. I don't know. Area of the neck covered by a popped collar. It's the nape, right? That's what we call that. 2025, but not June. No, it's a year, right? I guess. 2025, but not June. I don't know why. Why would June? Yeah, June's a month, but not a year. I don't understand that. Sword with a dual purpose is an epee. Like that. I like that cluing. I think that's come up. That pun's probably been made a couple times, but it's always nice to see some play being done with those very common words. Scrub a dub dub spot could be the bath. Baby bodysuit that might read, "Oops, I did it again." It's gonna be a onesie. And let's see, that's what you get when you let your heart win, right? Isn't that the lyric? Italian sauce that finds it easy to be green. I think that's going to be pesto. Longing that needs quenching. Thirst, maybe? Okay, so maybe it's pet pig. Is the pot-bellied friend of George Clooney. Canadians living in Europe are probably expats, right? And then exhale would be to puff out. Canadians living in Europe say... Yeah, okay, I just said that. See, I repeat some things and I'm just not even thinking. We're not in the kitchen to gossip. We're simply here to upset a steeped beverage. Maybe this is a themed one. It says we're not in kitchen to gossip. Spill the tea. Right, okay. So upset a steeped beverage is the phrase that we're looking for. Like a ghost's complexion, or your own after seeing one, would be pale, right? Troubles could be ills and tears. is when you set a scale to 0. Onomatopoeic word coo to a craying. I cannot speak today. A crying child is hush hush, or yeah, I think it's hush. Theater attendant who says to me, "Ma'am, this is row 2. You're in 42." Yeah, sure. A theater attendant. Onomatopoeic word is hush. 23rd of a series of 24 is wait, I guess it's sigh. Is it? Really? I thought it was like C or something like that. With a K? Let's see. Org that sold my $1 pizza slices at schools. Hashtag back in my day. It's maybe PTA, the Parent Teacher Association. Wow, I didn't know that Psi was the or Psi is the second to last alphabetic word in letter in Greek, because then omega is the last one, right? To swirl a soup vessel. Okay, stir the pot, right? Salty and umami, for example, are tastes. Spot where you might catch cold. Yeah, I don't know what the heck this is. Spy.org in 1963 charade. Maybe CIA or... Yeah, so spot where you might catch a cold. An ice rink. Ice cap. Schism in a rock or relationship. It could be a rift. Fun size where my fellow 5'3" people at. I don't know. I don't get this one. So done with this. Over it, maybe? The place beyond the Pine Star, that's going to be Ava Mendez. Short and sweet. Brief, maybe? Bitty bugs found in the dust could be mites. Xmas for Humphrey Bogart is, is he a Christmas baby? The B-Day for birthday. Sushi staple, don't at me for ordering a Philly roll. It's gotta be rice. Right, and then Isle of Man is, this is just a sovereign territory in, the English Channel, or is it on the other side near, I think it's like in between Ireland and the UK. Well, I mean, I guess, you know, Ireland is in the UK, but I mean, I'm not very good with geography in that area. I'm not sure. Spot where you might catch a cold. I don't see that still. Ice cup. To fling hard is to yeet. Don't know. All right, so blank and serve up crushed Oreos as a base for gummy worms is to dish the dirt. I guess the dirt being like a is it, what's the substrate there? Is it frozen yogurt, or is it well, the Oreos, you crush that up, right? And then that's like a base, like a crust base. I think. I'm not sure. What is dirt in culinary speak there? Network where you'll find Tony Soprano talking about gabagool. HBO, I think, was where The Sopranos aired. Cat for hi or yup. I'm going to step on your head right now. It's going to be meow. Shoe that starts an infant off on the right or left foot is a bow tie? Wait, a shoe? No, I don't know. What? What is this? Shoe that starts. Oh, a booty. Right. Fun size is petite, of course. Okay. Baby birds learning to give a hoot are owlets, and chaperone to aspiring outside the box artists say she's an idol. Here we go. Very fitting way to start Pride Month with a chaperone reference there. Pretty straightforward. Yeah. I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll engage with this offline and end it here. So, yeah, looking forward to doing more of these and seeing more from Carina throughout the next rest of this year. And yeah, I'll see everybody in the next one.